everybody! So we have had so many compliments as we have been traveling that we are a family of 4 and yet we packed so light. And also we have had a lot of people message us and say, what kind of backpacks are you using and how are you packing so well? So we've been traveling for
7 months?
Oh, yeah, 7 months. So anyway, we thought we would just take a minute and show you some of the things that we've been doing to pack well.
So obviously the first decision you have to make is if you're going to go the luggage route or the backpack route. For us, it was a pretty easy decision. 95% of our stays are going to be in homes or in guest houses, Airbnb type places. So we knew it would require a lot of walking, and you just can't rollerboard your way down streets or up hills with a lot of ease. So we went the backpack route, did some research, and we ended up using the Osprey backpack, which got great reviews, very rugged, and I will say after 7 months of pretty hard traveling and being thrown around, it's a great quality backpack. So this Osprey, all 3 of ours, Ospreys, Autumn's, mine, and Rhonda's, are 55 liter, and what we love about them is this feature, which I'll just show you right now, and that is the day pack. Matter of fact, this detaches. I'll have Rhonda do that.
It kind of locks here on the side so it doesn't unzip.
But this front part detaches, and you can use it as a day pack when you're out hiking, just out in the city and you want your waters, you want your snacks, what have you. So this really sold it for me. I don't know, Rhonda has her own sort of purse pack backpack that she uses, but for me, I've used this feature quite a bit. This also is where you keep your computer. Has great storage in here. Has a padded computer compartment, which has been really, really nice. And I don't know, do you want to say anything more about this?
Well, I keep my computer in here, but also I carry Eden. She has a little iPad, so I carry my computer, and she's got her iPad right now. But it's really nice. It fits in there just perfectly, and it just makes it easy.
Yeah.
To, and safe for your computer. So.
The other thing about this backpack, the 55, and it's a Farpoint, right?
Yeah.
So it's a Farpoint, because I know Osprey has different brands, is that except for Australia, which had pretty strict carry-on rules, we've been able to carry this on planes every single time as a carry-on. So we have not had to check luggage, which is really important to us as far as getting off the plane and going, and that's been really convenient.
And even if you wanted to use it in stricter countries like Australia, it wasn't really the size that was the problem, it was the weight. Because at that time, like for example, I think I had the heaviest backpack because I was carrying my shoes and as well as another pair of shoes, and then I also had, I just had a lot of stuff in there, I don't even remember what.
I think you had about 12 kilograms, and 8 kilograms was the limit in Australia.
7.
I think it was 7 or 8.
7 or 8, anyway.
No matter, we were all over by 2 to 3, and I think you were over by 4 or 5. So yeah, if you had a lighter backpack, it's probably impossible if you're going to be gone for 6 to 9 months, where ours is about a 9-month journey. But anyway, all in all, it's been great because we've just had to carry it on, stuff it. It's fit in every overhead bin. If it doesn't, that comes off and it easily fits in.
Yeah, so
that's
you can
another nice feature.
It makes it just flatter.
So the Osprey Farpoint 55. And we'll have links on all our products down below in the comment section if you want to go. They are Amazon links, and it doesn't cost you any more, but we get a few cents if you end up purchasing anything. Not a big deal to us. But let's see what's in here then. So backpack, how you're going to travel, that's the first key point. And for us, this has been great. We feel like we made a great decision on that.
Yeah, definitely.
So inside is something that will show you that we did not anticipate at the beginning of our journey doing, which was packing cubes.
Yeah, we read a lot about packing cubes, and we were like, whatever, packing cubes. I'm sure that, lots of people are just trying to push their products or whatever. But, oh my word, they are life-saving. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. I was not sold on packing cubes because it was another thing we had to purchase. Seems silly because it doesn't really save you room, but it does kind of save you room. I can't quite explain it, but we are sold on packing cubes, to say the least.
But you can see, first of all, it's just really organized. And it's so hard. Before using packing cubes, it was really hard to keep things organized because even though you'd fold your clothes really neatly, they just would all fall down to the bottom of the backpack, and they get all crumpled and wrinkled anyway. But the packing cubes actually keep the clothes fairly neat and wrinkle free if you've purchased.
And when
the
you're
right
unpacking, you just take the cubes out and slide them into a shelf or into a drawer.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this cube is your shorts, this is your shirts, and it's all organized for you. And then you just zip everything back up, stuff it back in. So both packing and unpacking, packing cubes are the way to go, in our opinion.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, so this is a cosmetic packing cube that we used.
Expandable.
That's why it's expandable. That's why it's showing there. But so I have my toothbrush and a little bit of shampoo and prescriptions and that kind of thing in here. And then...
And you did not want to get that.
I didn't. I'm not a big fan of, but I am now. I mean, of keeping all my... what I didn't like about it was that it was flat. I've always, whenever I've had a cosmetic bag, it was sort of more like a cube shape, actually. It was pretty. And this, isn't really all that pretty, but oh my word.
Functional.
Yes, it's extremely
functional. When you travel, functional over style every single time.
I have to say that in general, being on the road for 7 months has made me actually I straightened my hair today and it looks decent, but I barely comb my hair anymore. I don't have makeup anymore. You just realize sort of some of the things that are more important and less important as you're traveling. But anyway, so for me...
Whole nother vlog.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, so for me, I'm sold on the flat because, again, the flatter you can have things inside your backpack, the better it is in terms of comfort for carrying.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this is the cosmetic bag. And the brand that we're using is eBags. We read a lot of good things about them beforehand, and I think there are several really good brands out there, but this was a really good brand. And we kind of went color coordinated as much as possible, so you can see I have a red backpack, and my packing cubes are red, which at least it was kind of cool.
And Autumn's is blue, and she has blue cubes, and that's not important. Mine's gray, and I have green cubes.
I like color, so there we go.
So here are the cubes Rhonda has. And you can see they come in various sizes. So you have the big cubes like this for shirts and shorts. And why don't you just tell them how much we brought? I'll start, and then you can, because you got the cubes here, and you can sort of explain. For me, I brought 2 pairs of shorts, one pair of pants, 3 pairs of short sleeve, 2 pairs of long sleeve, and then a sort of Under Armour long pants for when it got cold, which we ended up needing, and an Under Armour top, sort of the tight fit tops for cold weather as well. And then 4 pairs of socks, and of course, can't forget my Keens. We'll talk about shoes later, but think about your shoes before you go, because these will make or break your trip. So we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah, and for me, basically...
Oh, I did bring underwear. For those
I was going to say...
I brought 4 pairs of underwear, and on that point, I know it's sort of odd to talk about underwear, but the dry fit underwear, like the Under Armour type stuff, or Nike, or it doesn't matter, but the dry fit really will last you longer. It's made, obviously, to wick, and we read up about that. That really does, because you can't always get to washing your clothes as you're used to when you're home. So. Well,
and as a result, I read about that, but I was like, whatever. Because some of the higher quality underwear is really expensive, especially for women, am I right? So honestly, I just brought plain old cotton underwear, but I brought a bunch. I brought 8 or 9 pairs of it because, again, you don't get to do your laundry as well, and clean underwear is kind of important to me. So, but in retrospect, I kind of wish that I would have invested in some more expensive underwear because most of the places do not have dryers. So if we're doing laundry the night before we leave, the cotton stuff just does not dry very quickly. So then I end up having to sort of stick just damp underwear or other clothes back into my backpack. So yeah, anytime you can opt for a quicker drying material, it's always better. But anyway, back to the cube. So I don't remember exactly what I have. I think I have 4 t-shirts, 1 tank top, 3 long sleeve shirts, like this one I have on now is one of them, and 3 pairs of pants, 1 dress, and 1 skirt. So, and one of my pairs of pants is really just a thin legging that I can layer either under another pair of pants for warmth or under my skirt if I wanted to be kind of cute. So, anyway, I just put all of my tops in one of these cubes, and then I put all of my bottoms and my dress in another cube. So that's the big cubes. And then those are 2 of those. And then I have a smaller cube here that has my bathing suit. Well, actually, my underwear, and I have 1 bra. I know maybe that kind of grosses some people out. He's like, whatever, I don't even understand. But I'm not happy with my bra. I only have 1 bra. I had 2. One of them broke. So yeah, we've had a bra failure. But anyway, that's a whole other issue. Underwear. Maybe we should just do an underwear vlog. Anyway, so yeah, underwear and that kind of thing.
Miscellaneous cube for games and cards and extra. This has been great too to think about. She has a bag in here, like a shopping bag, and a lot of supermarkets that we've gone to, you either get charged for each bag, or they don't even provide bags. You're expected to bring your own. So that's very different than in America, where you just get thrown bags, and don't get charged for them.
Yeah, I think, we're just thinking about this right now, but these are the bomb. They are awesome. My sister-in-law bought these for us years ago. I've had these bags literally for years. We just brought 1 on the trip with us. We probably could have used 2 or 3, but it's by a company called EnviroSacs, and we'll put a link to it down below as well. And they have been so helpful. You can see, and they're super strong. Like, we can literally stuff, I don't know, tons of groceries in here if we need to. We've also used it for a laundry bag. You can wash them, but also they fold up, and they're super duper small and easy to fold back into a tiny little roll. So, and they snap. So it's just, I'm not doing a very good job of it right now, but you can see it's really easy. And yeah, like I said, we probably could have brought 2 or 3 more of these with us. And then I, for some reason, get stuck with the electronic charging cube. So you can see it's green. Doesn't really match my backpack, except for if you look on the inside, it's green. So it kind of matches a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, this
You get surprised how much, when you determine what sort of electronics you're going to take. You got your phone. We just brought 1 phone, which I think was good for us. All 3 of us, our teenager, and then us, we all have our own laptop. So that's 3 chargers. And unfortunately with Apple, this is the thing that really stinks about Apple, like, because we're in different stages of our laptops as far as how old they all have different charging. So none of them really mix. We couldn't just like combine charging elements and call it good. But I want to show you, and then we have Eden's iPad.
Well, and just to pause on that for a second, the reason we each have our own sort of electronics, because some people can probably share, is that our teenager is doing school, we're doing different school with our 6-year-old, and then both of us do a lot of writing and paying bills and doing all that kind of stuff. So we use our computers a lot for sort of the functionality of life. And I know that there are a lot of full-time travelers who are working via the internet. So it's just really, we're just living in an electronic age. I think the other thing you didn't mention is that we have 1 Kindle that we've been sharing among all of us. So,
which is good, because we all like to read, and we all like to read different stuff. And the Kindle's been just great, because we can download that and we get to a place with decent internet.
Yeah.
But this is the thing that when we bought it, I'm like, oh, that's a great little gadget, because I like little gadgets. But it has been the bomb.com. This is a charging cube, or that's what we call it. It may be actually called something more official.
I don't know.
We call it the charging cube. We got 2 of them, and it has the right charging plugs for every country that we've been to, in every country you could think of. Mm-hmm. So here's Europe. Excuse me. So there's our Europe plug, which we're in now. Here is the UK, and I believe that's also Australia over here. This is clever. So this is the US, straight plugs. Australia, these things turn. So you go from straight to turn. You have Australia and New Zealand, I believe, there. And no. We have this. Oh my goodness. It's like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah,
sometimes
seriously.
I can't solve it. UK, that's the UK.
Well, and it also has 2 little USB.
Yes.
Little.
So there you can plug in your electronics in any plug form. So it's good for US. Doesn't matter where you're from. It has all the actual plugins there, plus the actual plugs for where you're at. And then it also has 2 USB charging ports, which is great for like the iPad or the Kindle or what have you, or the phone. Yeah. We don't really necessarily need the actual plug in. But this thing, I don't even know what it's called, Porcella, it looks like. Is that?
Yeah, that's what I would
I'll
say.
put a link down below, and it'll just say charging cube or something like that.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine not traveling with this. I remember back in the day when we went to Europe in 1999, I had a bag of 6 different charging things that came with a set of plugs. But anyway, this is my favorite gadget on our trip.
So yeah, and then we have all of our, I mean, I won't show you everything, but we have all the cords that go along with it and the different plugging units for those. We also brought 2 little tiny flashlights. So yeah, I don't know. Actually,
Well,
we've used them a couple times.
Yeah, we have used them a couple times. Just random emergencies, or lights have been out, or you just don't know, when you're going to need light. You always have the light on the back of your phone, but these have been nice too. They're little travel flashlights.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sort of it on packing, except I guess we could talk about our shoes.
Oh yeah.
Shoes obviously are extremely important. We've done a lot of walking. It is not probably an exaggeration to say we walk anywhere around 5 miles a day.
Oh yeah, easily. I would say safe measure would be at least 1 mile a day, up to, I think one day we counted 10 or 12 miles a day. We like to walk. I mean, I know you can get to cities and you can use trams or public transportation and stuff, and we do, like in Tokyo, oh my word, it was so far that we had to. But there are some places where we're like, 40-minute walk, let's do it, because you just sort of can we call it urban hiking. You can do that through the city, and we like doing that, even our 6-year-old. So it just really depends on the dynamic of your family. But yeah, definitely, we're a walking family, and so...
So for us, these Keens have been unbelievable. Get waterproof shoes.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough. No matter what you're doing, even if you're not doing a lot of walking, you're going to be caught in a rainstorm or caught somewhere mucking through mud or puddles. Waterproof shoes are the absolute way to go. For us, we just happened to choose Keens, and now we are in love with our Keens.
Well, and interestingly, he's a research guy, so he researched, probably weeks and weeks before he bought his shoes, which led him to Keens. And my older daughter and I, which maybe many of you are like this too. We just started to go to the store and we just try on shoes, and the one parameter we had was that they needed to be comfortable, they needed to be cute. I guess there are 2 parameters, and the third parameter, because he made us, is that they need to be waterproof. But we're really glad for the waterproof, and interestingly, I was led to Keens as well as my older daughter. She had Keens as well, and then our youngest daughter, she has a pair of Keen sandals. So yeah, definitely
they hold up remarkably well.
Yeah.
And the waterproof feature is, just so
For sure.
necessary.
So for me, also, most of us have 2 pairs of shoes, but unfortunately, I bought a pair of sandals that didn't really work out super awesomely. They sort of got trashed probably in the first half of our trip because I wore them on the beach and that kind of thing. And in retrospect, I really should have gotten a pair of sandals that were waterproof as well, that are comfortable and waterproof. But that's all right. That's
Lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson learned.
Finally, in the backpack, we have our medication bag. So each of us have some sort of medication bag. We're all carrying it with us. Rhonda has the prescription bag. So, if you are on some sort of prescription med, you'll need to talk to your doctor. Our physician was really good about giving us, several months worth of what we needed for our trip. Also, she thought through some of the things we weren't thinking of. Like I know there's a burn medication in here that's prescription. It's silver sulfadiazine cream. And, that's because we knew we were going to be swimming in oceans, and so you're going to get stung potentially, that type of thing. Also for traveler's diarrhea, which no one likes to talk about. That has not happened to us, fortunately, but we do have an antibiotic in case that was the case. We also went to a travel clinic. So
yeah, we went to a travel clinic. I forgot to bring that out here. Maybe I'll run and do that real quick.
But
we went to a travel clinic at the recommendation of a friend of ours. We have Mitchell's parents live in the Milwaukee area, and I know there are several around the United States, but it was amazing. We just scheduled an appointment with, I think it was he a nurse or a nurse practitioner?
Yeah, nurse practitioner.
Anyway, and he scheduled a whole hour with us, all 4 of us, and we gave him a list ahead of time of all the countries that we potentially were going to be visiting. And so he printed out and walked through with us potential pitfalls. For example, in Cambodia, there were maybe some problems with mosquitoes or drinking the water or that kind of thing. And so he recommended different vaccines to get, as well as different medications, for example, the traveler's diarrhea type of things to bring with us. So, and not only did he bring it, I'm going to go grab it.
Well, malaria.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab it.
Well, this is going to be awkward.
It's okay.
Okay.
So take it.
So now I have to go solo. So he prescribed, obviously, malaria meds, which we had to take going in. We didn't have to. We chose to. We really went back and forth on that, but we did choose to use malaria meds. He actually prescribed something that the military uses and does not have the sort of psychotic side effects of the older malaria drug. And it was great. It didn't affect us at all, and we didn't get malaria. So win-win.
Sorry, I did have it in my back. I had it in one of my cubes the whole time. But he gave us a health and safety plan for the Owens family, traveling to multiple countries. And so in here, it's literally a printout of different countries. We have some notes in there, but.
So every country is listed here, what sort of vaccinations you might need, how long you're going to stay, what's recommended, and immigration issues as well, like you can't get into a country unless you can prove you've been vaccinated, that type of thing.
And then we also had this is a book he just included with all the different embassies and that kind of thing. Thankfully, we have run into no issues and no problems whatsoever. But anyway, it was just it made us feel safe. It made us feel like, wow, we at least have these resources should we need them.
And it was a built-in plan. If we did run into issues, we had something to fall back on, like, okay, where's the nearest embassy? What's the phone number? That type of thing. Like Ron said, fortunately, we haven't run into any issues. We have sort of dodged some issues. When we were in Japan, North Korea was kind of going crazy on us, and we were like, okay, something would happen. What do we need to do? So we did talk.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing is we went online and we registered with
State Department.
The State Department, yeah, just to let them know what our trip guidelines were. And so I know you follow on Twitter, but also because we put our emails in, we get notifications. For example, there was a notification of different rallies or something in Italy when we were there. It was
when we
avoid this area.
In Greece, there was a huge protest of they estimated about 1 million people. It was going to be impossible for us to get where we needed to go, which was in the city center. So we worked with our host, and she sent a driver, and we probably wouldn't have had a heads up on that unless we had that email from the State Department notifying us that it would be impossible to get into the city center because of these protests.
So that's it. And I think Mitchell mentioned that each of us are carrying just sort of something with medical. Like I have prescription things.
I have non-prescription things like, don't forget things like aspirin. What else do I have in my bag?
Acetaminophen, that kind of thing.
That type of stuff.
Like things you might take for a cold, or allergies like Benadryl and that kind of thing.
Some Vicks, Vapor Rub, just whatever you would normally sort of store in your bathroom, area, and that's the stuff that you probably need to think about bringing.
Thankfully, we've also brought a lot of Band-Aids and that kind of thing.
So Eden is in charge of our wound care bags. We have prescription bag, we have a non-prescription bag, and then we have wound care. And
which sounds ridiculous.
Thanks to my sister, she's like, okay, you need to think about this, this, and this. And so we have 3 separate bags. But the wound care,
His sister's a nurse. So.
The wound care has been great. She sort of stocked that for us, and we've had everything from just regular bandages to wraps to we've almost depleted that.
Yes.
Not that we're
kind of
accident prone, but not too bad.
And we can't entirely blame it on the 6-year-old either. Like when we were at the Great Barrier Reef, remember when we fell down on some slippery rocks? I did. Well, first he did, and I was kind of making fun of him, like, that's hilarious. And then I went out the next night, and I totally did the same thing. Like, I gashed open my hand, and, anyway, we don't need to go into details. But suffice it to say that we were glad to have,
but we had some of those contact heat pads that you just rip open, and it creates the heat for your back. We've had all kinds of stuff for the wound care that we've ended up needing because we've been in so many different environments. And especially if you're going to be by water and on rocks and climbing, it's just going to happen. So, all right.
That's it.
That is it. So that is our complete and total packing vlog for you.
Well, and this was my backpack, but like if you would unpack Autumn's backpack, it would be similar. You know what I mean? She'd have like all of her shirts in one. I mean, and she'd like 5 or 6 cubes.
It would all be the same, yeah.
Yeah, and with Autumn or Eden, because I didn't know if you wanted to show her backpack.
Oh yeah, so Eden, obviously she's not carrying this big a backpack, but she's a trooper. This is a 55 liter, so this is a 22.
Yeah.
It's an Osprey. It doesn't have the day pack feature or anything like that, but it's enough to hold her stuff. And then as we realized she had more room than us, we would start loading her up. It's also been her little treasure bag. So her thing has been collecting keychains in each country, and so she gets to attach them to her backpack. So it's very colorful.
It's kind of funny because she'll be walking along when we leave in the morning. She'll be like, "My backpack feels heavier today." Like I don't know why her backpack would feel heavier, and it's because we slipped a few things in. But anyway, she has done a really good job of carrying that. So yeah, that's the end.
So.
The end.
That's our packing vlog. Hopefully it helped you. You know, what you need to do is watch not just ours, but other people's and take the best for you. That's what we can offer you is take the best. What works for you is what's going to work long term, because you have to live with sort of that initial decision for the next 6, 8, 9 months. At least for our case, was 9 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has really worked for us. And if we did it again, there might be a few minor changes, but overall, we'd probably do the exact same thing again. Yeah. So anyway, if you like this vlog, we always love the thumbs up. We appreciate that. We're going to put this on before we complete our total travel vlog, so we have a lot more videos. If you'd like to subscribe, we have a travel day coming up that you might be interested in. We sort of filmed a typical travel day, so you can kind of see when we get up, get our backpacks on, until we get to our new destination, what that looks like, as well as our traditional travel vlogs of every place we're visiting. And so subscribe, like, and comment. You know,
yeah, we like to hear from you.
We do. We really do. It makes our day. We share it with the family. Like, hey, you know, here's a comment about one of our vlogs. Be kind. We like the kind comments.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you have a constructive comment, we like those too. We really do.
Or suggestions for other people. Like, hey, that's awesome that worked for you, but here's what also works for us. Because people might enjoy that.
Absolutely. So anyway, have a great day, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
We'll see you later.